Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Basketful of Heads, issue number 2. Ah, man. Like, this is... How am I excited for a horror book? No clue. No clue. Oh, wait, I do have kind of a clue. Hill House Comics, DC Black Label. Not weekly, monthly comic book just coming out. Regular paperback, not the magazine style, just a regular old comic. Some horror coming out. Hey, were you curious who the person under the hood carrying the basket full of heads was? We find out in this issue. Let me talk to you about who made this comic book. We'll get a little bit more into the comic book itself. We have got Joe Hill, writer, illustrator, Leo Max. I hope I didn't butcher that name. Colors by Dave Stewart, letters by Daron Bennett. Man, so the symbolism in this book, like where they show the Brody Island, I love the reference to Jaws in that. But where we see the sign, and we keep seeing the sign, it's the same thing written on the sign, but at some point the sign says something entirely different without actually changing. I love the symbolism in this. All right, this is not just Hill writing this comic book. This is Leo Max, however you pronounce his name, actually telling the story also with his art. That's how in-depth this book is. That's how engrossed it will get you in the book. You can't just look at the art really quick and move by. No, 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 no. There are things that happen in this book that you realize later on. Oh, crap, didn't even realize it happened. Case in point, I saw the basket for the basket full of heads, didn't realize what exactly it was until later on. They're like, hey, dummy, did you miss this? I'm like, yeah, I think I did. That was wild. That was wild. Okay. You get to see who the person is behind the basket full of heads. You get to see the first head that goes in the basket. We don't necessarily understand why this head is still around. I have my ideas. Look at the weapon that was used to decapitate this. That's right, decapitation. We don't exactly know why this person is alive, but look at the weapon that was used to decapitate this person. And I'm thinking to myself, oh, maybe. I mean, I'm just saying, it's kind of front and center on the cover. This is a wild and crazy book. All right, this is creep factor. This is like Goosebumps on steroids. I love this book. Y'all need to check this out. Do not skip out on this. I'm telling you, man, this isn't one of those crazy horror books where it's just like, oh, murderer, no, you're dead, blah, blah. No. There's actually a story here. There's a mystery. We got a missing persons report. We found a finger, though. This is wild. This is wild. I genuinely think that even if you're not generally into horror, I think that you can still get behind a comic book like this, because it's not just a horror comic book. It's so much more. I love that there are horror comic books coming out today. I haven't read a good horror comic book since like Evil Ernie. Yeah, we're going back to early to mid 90s, like that. Just they haven't been front and center. They haven't been all over the place. Maybe I need to go back and check out Lock and Key, like a lot of people are telling me I need to. Hill House. But yeah, I'm in love with this. And honestly, like I said, even if you're not into horror, it's so much more than just that. It sucks that this just has to be labeled as a horror comic book, but you can't just put on, it's a comic for everybody. Yeah, I think you'll like it. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.